A bridezilla tried to get my husband fired because I refused to do her makeup for free. So I strategically shattered her ego.
I'm 31 and I run a freelance makeup artistry business doing bridal and editorial work. My husband manages accounts at a commercial real estate firm. His colleague Nina got engaged last spring and grabbed my arm the second she heard what I do at a company dinner. "You have to do my wedding," she said brightly. "It would be so fun having someone I already know." I smiled and told her I'd send my pricing. Full bridal party rate, trial session, day of coordination, standard for this market. She waved her hand like it was already settled. A week later she messaged me, "Since we're basically connected through the firm, could you do it as a professional courtesy? Or at cost?" My jaw tightened. I wrote back evenly. "I keep my rates consistent regardless of personal connections. Happy to book you the same way I'd book any client." She left me on read for 4 days, sent a single heart emoji, and went quiet. I failed her date, moved on. Then my husband came home with a tight look on his face. "Nina's been telling people at the office that you're doing her wedding." My stomach dropped. I texted her immediately. Her reply came back almost cheerful. "I figured you'd come around. I'm so slammed with planning, I just assumed. I have another client booked for that date." I replied, "I'm not available." She wrote back, "I really hope you'll reconsider." I said no clearly, set the phone down, and got back to work. The wedding morning hit at 6:50 a.m. with 4 missed calls. When I picked up, Nina was barely coherent. Her makeup artist had canceled. She needed me there in 2 hours. My voice stayed flat. "I have a bride in the chair at 8. I cannot leave her." She called me selfish and said after everything her husband had done for my husband's career, this was how we showed gratitude. Heat crawled up the back of my neck. "This is exactly why I don't mix personal relationships with client work," I said. Then I ended the call. That's when it escalated beyond anything I expected. My husband called at lunch, voice low. Nina had gone to his firm's office manager and submitted a written grievance. She claimed I'd verbally agreed to her wedding, accepted a payment arrangement, and abandoned her. She framed it as a reflection on my husband's professional conduct because I was, in her words, an extension of his reputation at the firm. My husband walked into that meeting with every screenshot I'd sent him. He went through the entire timeline without raising his voice. No agreement, no payment, no contract, just a woman who confused a polite smile at a dinner for a binding commitment. The office manager thanked him and closed the meeting quietly. Then Nina posted on her personal Instagram, no names, just a long caption about vendors who make promises and disappear, tagged with a wedding industry hashtag I followed. My phone lit up within an hour. I reported the post, had it flagged for false business claims, and updated my own page with a clean note about how I operate. Deposits hold dates. Contracts precede everything. No exceptions. The whispers reached my husband through the break room. Loaded silences, sideways glances, a few colleagues asking if things were okay at home. Something tight and quiet settled behind my eyes. I told him to say nothing and keep every message saved. 2 weeks later the office manager requested the full text thread. We submitted everything, organized by date. The apology arrived on a Thursday. Nina emailed my husband and copied me. 3 short paragraphs, formal, clearly written with someone else's guidance. She stated she had misrepresented what happened, that I had never agreed to anything, that her post was inappropriate and had been removed, that she had personally corrected the story with the colleagues she'd misled. I read it twice. No satisfaction. Just the slow release of something I'd been holding in my shoulders for weeks. I typed 4 words through my husband's account. "Thanks for the correction." Then I archived it, backed up the thread, and added a cleaner clause to my intake form about verbal agreements carrying no binding weight. People at his office are apparently still saying I overreacted.